Welcome to the podcast of School Beyond Limitations. In this podcast, you will learn how to guide your child through their school life with the intention to help them find their unique essence that will allow your daughter, your son to live a fulfilled and meaningful life. Can creativity be unlearned? My name is Dr. Martina. I'm the co-founder, CEO and developer of School Beyond Limitations. If you would like your child to live a fulfilled and meaningful life, then this is the channel for you. So can creativity be unlearned? I would like to share with you the following story. In a recent meeting with a parent of a primary school student of ours, I learned that this student who's been at School Beyond Limitations for 2 years attended another school, a traditional school. And within that setting, within that traditional school, the teachers and also the head of school was completely fascinated by the skills of this student. The student was creative, the student was independent, the student was solution orientated already at the age of 6, 7. And they asked the parents, what did you do with this child? This child is so completely different from all the other children. And basically the parents came to the conclusion that it is all about the experience that their child has, made within School Beyond Limitations and within their own family, of course. It's an experience, it's a space where creativity is encouraged to happen. And here comes in an interesting research. In 1992, NASA actually asked 2 researchers to find out, whether there was a test that could measure creativity. And Dr. Land and his partner, they started to design this test. And they did research and they did empirical studies on thousands of children aged 4 and 5. And what was astonishing is that out of those children, 98% were able to really showcase that they were creative. So the creativity within them was really coming to the surface in many ways. Whilst the study, when they actually transposed this study to older students, the percentage of creativity diminished over and over again the older they got. And in adult life, the test results were just astonishing by reaching only 2% of creativity. So what this means is that basically creativity can be unlearned. Creativity is already there. And it's already the word as such. Creativity comes from create. Create something out of what is out there. And if we observe children and we allow children and channel children's activities also and help them, support them, and allow them to experience different things without always interfering, then they are really getting into this space of allowing their creativity to showcase on a daily basis. And if the more we nurture that, the more these people will become the leaders of tomorrow and will be able to think out of the box, because this is what we need in everyday's life. We need to think out of the box beyond the limitations of our reality, because what is also for sure true is that what we see and what we think and what we believe and what we do is actually limited on the basis of our own conditioning, limited on the basis of our own cultural upbringing, of the historical background we are coming from, and so forth. So we basically only see, and that's also scientifically proven, only see 5% out of 100%. We see 5%, and everything else is biased. So if we acknowledge the fact that creativity can be nurtured, that actually creativity is already there. And as I said before, 98% of 5 and 4 years old children showcase creativity, whilst only 2% in adult life. So this means that by creating an environment at home and beyond, in school, this can be nurtured, and creativity can be something that accompanies a person or is within a person throughout the entire life. And this is what we aim at School Beyond Limitations. So the question, can creativity be unlearned, is yes, it can be unlearned. Do we want it to be unlearned? That's another question. If you ask me, I say no. No. Creativity is the pathway to my inner knowing, is the pathway to beyond 5%, to beyond what I see, is the pathway to go out of the limiting, conditions that I may find myself in. Is it easy? Not necessarily, because I may want to go over, obstacles. I may want to hear from different parts and different sides and different people that what I'm doing is not right. But creativity and the essence, as we call it within School Beyond Limitations, the essence within ourselves, that's the meaning, the why we are here. If that comes to the surface, then we bring basically something positive to ourselves and to others. And that's why we are here to nurture this. As parents, we should be nurturing creativity. We should not limit it. We can guide, of course, and allow a framework to be there so that students and children also, can have some kind of clarity within the direction that they are taking. But we need to allow them to think out of the box. So the more we look, the more we observe, the more we inspire, the more we allow children to actually go into divergent thinking, the more we challenge them, in certain ways, the more we ask questions, the better it is. And of course, we give stability. And this is what we are doing at School Beyond Limitations. If this resonates with you, then you may think that School Beyond Limitations is the right place for your child. And in that case, I invite you to actually open our website, which you will find in the description, and we will potentially see one another soon.
At School Beyond Limitations, we support our students find their unique essence. Feel free to share the content of this podcast with other parents. We are here to show that your children can, indeed, bring their unique essence into life. So, reach out to us if you think that this is what you'd like your daughter, your son to experience, or apply through our website. Also, leave your comments, your questions, or your review about the podcast. Share it with others. And, as you know, sharing is caring.
Trust in you.